All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just My Thoughts. We have a familiar face in the building, Sheena.
Hi everyone.
My wife. All right, so what are we talking about today?
We're talking about guest etiquette. Well, we've done this recording like 2-3 times now.
This is the fourth time, actually.
So I know. Okay.
Guest etiquette. So when you are a guest in someone's home, and as the host, what are the expectations? And also, is there a point when that person no longer is a guest and then becomes quote unquote part of the family, where they have more freedoms and liberties in your home? So what are some do's of a guest?
Well, starting with the guest coming initially to your house, as a guest, you want to bring something with you. Now, what does I mean by bring something with you? You want to get flowers, maybe, a little gift, cake, something. You don't want to go empty-handed. We don't do it anyway. It's considered to be impolite and cheap to go to someone's house empty-handed.
I'm just coming to eat, I'm just coming to eat and everything like that. I'm not bringing anything. That's the same in the West. You bring, a side item. So you find out what are they making as the primary meal, as the main course, and you bring something to go along with that. You bring snacks, chips, or if it's going to be like a party, you bring like paper plates, cups, napkins, and stuff like that. So you try to bring something so that you're not just mooching and eating. But there are some people that don't bring anything. So that's a do. Make sure you bring something. What's another do?
I don't know. You go this time.
Make sure that you ask for things. When you're going to someone's house, you ask for water, you ask for seconds, ask to go to the restroom, and so on and so forth. You don't just go and open up doors trying to see it and everything like that. So ask for things.
Yeah, we do the same pretty much. Yeah, if you want something, you ask. You don't want to, especially if it's the first time you're there and you it's not someone you're very close with. You want to ask for things. Can I have a glass of water, please, or something like that? And you definitely don't want to go to someone's fridge. And
that's on the don't side.
Yeah.
Okay, the don'ts are massive. That list is big. Mm-hmm. So asking for things. What about asking for, or what's another do as far as leaving?
Leaving. Okay, you don't want to be there too late. You don't want to stay there for a long time. Actually, in Persian, we have this saying that we say, this person has eaten, what is it? Kangar. I don't know what kangar is. It's like a vegetable, I believe. But they have thrown langar. So if you look, it's rhyming, kangar, langar. So the saying is, they've eaten this vegetable and now they've thrown their anchor and they won't get out. Yeah. So
they're setting up. We call it setting up shop, or they're basically laying their roots to where they don't even want to move anymore. They just want to sit there and stay.
Yeah.
Moving in. So that's, make sure, like she says, leave at a reasonable time.
Yeah.
I think 3 hours, is a good amount of time. If it's someone that is a close friend, 5 hours, just depending on what time of day the whole thing started.
You don't listen to that yourself.
What are you talking about? I don't listen.
It's always me who tells Justice, babe, do you want us to go now?
That's because she'd be bored. That's all that is. It's not. You be bored after the second hour because you're not having good conversation. I'm having conversation.
2 o'clock. It's like 12 o'clock midnight, and I'm like, are we gonna still stay? And normally our friend's house is like close to us, so it's within walking distance, but still we kind of stay super late.
Well, if we're playing games and having fun and
so
dancing.
When does that apply? You just said you have to stay 5 hours.
You have to take into account what's going on. You're not just, I know we're having fun right now, but let's just stop and we're going to leave right now. No, if it's calm and the evening is dying down, you get a temperature of the evening. You get a sense of the air, like, okay, it's they're trying to get people out the door. You want to be aware of that. But if they're the ones that saying, let's play another game, then they're not trying to kick you out.
Oh, and that brings us to another thing, insisting. So if you tell Justice, you stay more, we say more. But that's not part of our culture. When they say stay more, they're just being nice, saying stay longer, but they actually mean, yes, you can go out, it's pretty late, we want to sleep.
Well, if I feel because that's something I think that you should be able to gauge if they're being sincere or they're just trying to be polite. If you're saying, oh no, stay, but we're not doing anything, and now we're gonna go and I'll try to get out. But if we're actually having fun and we're engaged in activities, then yeah, okay, we'll stay for another 20 minutes, and I'll make it a amount of time that's finite. We'll stay for another 30 minutes, 20 minutes, because we need to get home and blah. So as the guest, you want to be aware, okay, this person probably has to work. You want to think about what's the next day. How long have I been there? What are the activities that we're doing? So be aware of those things. Those are the do's. All right, what are some don'ts? What do you not do as a guest?
What do you not do? You start with that one.
Don't put your feet on their couch, on their furniture. That's kind of rude because one, I hate feet. So that's part of it. And two, not everyone has like clean toes and stuff like that. So your feet might be smelly and stinky. So you come to someone's house, and if you don't take your shoes off, but that's another dude, take your shoes off. If you know that this person has a really nice house, really nice furniture, take your shoes off. Wear clean socks. But another one, don't put your feet on the couch. But women, as Sheena has right now, but she's at home, they put their feet on people's couches.
I'm not a very tall woman, and sitting on a couch, my legs don't reach the floor. It's really uncomfortable to have my legs just hanging.
Dangling?
Yeah, absolutely. And
this is a low couch.
Even though it's a low couch, but if I'm leaning, I'm not going to reach.
Okay, so if you're short, I guess you get a pass on not putting your feet or putting your feet on.
And then normally when you go to somebody's house, you want to put on, well, we do anyway, you put on your best clothes. Do you guys do that?
Well, if I'm going to a friend's house, no, I'm going to wear something just casual. If I'm going to a barbecue, a birthday party or something, if I'm going to a party, then I'll wear something a little semi-formal. But for the most part, I'm not getting dressed up to go to a friend's house. No.
Yeah, well, it depends on where you go.
Yeah. So you were saying as
but
you get dressed up.
But you still have clean socks on.
Yeah, you should always have clean socks. Your feet shouldn't be stinking if you're going to someone's house. If you want to have stinky feet at your own house, that's your own funky house. But if you're going to someone else's house, wear some clean socks. But still, I don't put my feet on people's furniture. That's
You're
just
tall.
I'm tall. One, I'm a guy.
You
two,
don't even do it in your own house. You don't.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable for me.
Yeah, because you're too tall.
And it's just rude, I think it's rude. So that's a don't for me. It's a do for her if you're short and if you're a woman. All right, another don't.
Yeah, it's never, got to me that somebody's sitting with their feet on the couch.
Yeah, I mean, I've only seen the women. Well, actually, I've seen some guys do it. Yeah, I've seen some guys. I'm not going to mention any names, but there are some guys that do it. But anyway.
Yeah.
Feet on the couch. That's one don't.
Another don't. Another don't as a guest. Well, we said that you don't want to go get things yourself.
Yeah, don't just go in someone's refrigerator and walk in doors and looking through cabinets and stuff like that. That's rude. Yeah. They say don't go in anyone's medicine cabinet. You don't want to see what kind of crazy drugs and pills they're on and stuff like that. But the refrigerator and a lot of black people's houses, you don't go in anyone's refrigerator.
Yeah.
And then also, if there's multiple levels, like the second floor, third floor, you don't go upstairs. Upstairs is off limits. What is it in the Iranian culture?
Well, I don't know. It depends. I've actually seen people who go into bedrooms, for example, to take a call without even telling you. I've seen excuse me, I need to take this call, and then you see they end up in your bedroom. But
bedrooms are off limits.
Yeah, but it depends. I've personally never been to someone's bedroom, even though I've been to my close friend's house, but I don't go to bedrooms. So I think it's a cultural thing. It's but something that we don't do is you don't eat a lot. So yes, they try to, like, as a good host, you want to give everything to your guests and make sure they have everything. They actually, Iranians are really, really friendly. So if they really like you and they invite you over, they might bring everything they have in their cupboards, like they lay it out. But you still want to be careful with how much you eat.
Yeah, eat in moderation. But the thing is, on that,
Yeah.
the Iranians insist a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, we do.
Why? What is that about?
I think it's just a cultural thing where, it's kind of, I guess because we're not very confident people maybe, or we're a bit shy when it comes to going to people's houses. So you want to make sure it's not just out of shyness that a person is saying, no, thank you, would you like some tea? No, it might be, no, please, I insist. Are you going to have tea? Oh, yeah, I'll have tea. So it's kind of a lot of insisting. It's a way to show your love.
She tried to. We're shy.
We're
That's
so
why
loving.
we're insisting. It's not once or twice. She will ask 5, 6, 10 times. Do you want this? Try it. Just try it.
And what
it's
do you think?
No,
what
I'm
does
not.
it mean to you?
It's just annoying to me. It doesn't mean
But
she loves me because she's asked me 100 times.
But why would somebody insist on you eating something that they really like?
Because I want you to like it as much as I like it.
Okay, wait, hold on a second. On that note, if Justice wants me to eat and try something that he really likes, that's not going to happen. But if he doesn't like something, okay, like he just tasted something horrible, he's going to come to me and he's going to tell me, babe, try it. And I'm like, okay, and then now I know I don't try it because I know he's probably not liked it. It's disgusting.
So wrong. That is not even true. That's not true. I offer you everything.
No.
Everything
but
that I cook.
Insist, unless it's something you don't like.
No. I don't. I'll ask once, twice, and maybe 3 times. Are you sure? Do you want to try it? You want to taste it?
Now he's learned.
I'll ask 3 times is my limit. Are you hungry? No. Are you sure? No. I'm going to make XYZ. Do you want that? No. That's it. You get 2, 3 times and that's it. She said, and other people have said, he's so selfish because he's eating and we're not eating. Well, I asked you multiple times and you said no.
Yeah, well, that's the cultural difference that we have. I understand it now. I've learnt,
She stopped being mad at me for not.
Yeah, I used to think he doesn't love me or he doesn't care about me that much. That's why he doesn't insist. Because that's what I do. I'm like, are you sure, baby? Like, try just a little bit, a bite. Come on, just a tiny little. So that's what I do.
It annoys me.
But
she still does it. 5 years in, and she still does it.
Yeah.
So.
But you know now that that's just her way out.
So that's another don't or do. Insist if you're the host.
It depends on the culture.
Don't
so
reject
you look at the people's culture and then you try to accommodate them depending on what they're, like.
All right, let's do one more don't. What is another don't?
Another don't? I have to say it again?
Don't go number 2 at someone's house.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that's his like pet hate. He hates that. But for me, it doesn't matter because I guess that people can't control their bowel movement. But Justice, being who he is, he has like a scheduled poop time. It's like, what on earth? How does that even happen? How can you really program like that? That's the power of the mind. He does it though.
Your body is a system. It's a computer.
I don't even know when it's going to happen. So how can I make sure it doesn't happen? Unless I'm stressed when I'm at someone's house and...
No, it's just gross. To go to someone's bathroom and take a number 2. 1, there's sounds. 2, there's smells. That's just wrong. You don't go to someone's house and do a number 2.
They can't control it.
You can't control your bowel movement? Yes, you can.
What are you going to do? Like, just hold it in.
If you got bubble guts, then you need to be thinking about that before you go to somebody's house. You don't just...
And you don't go?
You try to hold it in, or you say, okay, well, I gotta run an errand real quick. I'll be back in 30 minutes, and you go to the store or the restaurant down the street and go there. That for me, that's just off limits. Okay, so that's as a guest, as a friend, you don't take number 2. Now, transitioning, when do you get to that level to where you are part of the family, to where these taboos are no longer there, where you're able to go to different rooms in the house, you're able to, get food at will, and even take the number two? Is there a time frame, or is that just completely off limits all the time?
I think it's an individual thing where, it depends on who you are as
For
a
you.
person. For me personally, I'm a very comfortable person, and I would expect a friend, somebody that I allow in my, house. I believe that I'm very comfortable with them, and I love them, and I trust them. And so for me, I don't want to be a person who's like constantly, do you want me to get you this? Do you want me to do that for you? Do you want me to, or keep checking in on someone? So when I have a friend over who's going to stay for a long time, or they've been to my house far too many times, where it's just like, you're not a guest anymore. I know you too well.
I ain't your servant. Get off your butt. Yeah, I think after the second, third, or fourth time, if this is a friend that's been to the house, they know the different areas and stuff like that, get up, make yourself comfortable. And like you said, if there's a period of time, if they're spending the night, then you're part of the family. I'm not going to wake up in the middle of the night and see, do you need me to turn the temperature up? No, don't touch the thermostat. Don't change the temperature in my house and stuff like that. But I would say after the second or third visit, you're in the category to where you can start doing things for yourself. You can get yourself a second drink.
Hi!
Looks like Shanti's making a cameo.
Oh!
Okay. You can go up and get your own drink and stuff like that, and go to the restroom without asking, can I use your restroom and stuff. Still, don't go into the bedroom. Bedroom will always be off limits unless I take you there myself for whatever reason. But generally, that's the off limits. So I would say the third visit, you become, quote unquote, more of a family member. If you're someone that that I consider a friend. If you're a coworker or something like that, then you're still on the certain things you still have to ask for, but it's a little more relaxed, because I don't want to have to keep checking on you as a guest. I want to be able to enjoy myself, so I need to give you a little more freedom to do certain things for yourself. You're not handicapped, and if you are, then I'm sorry, and I will make the best for you and try to accommodate that. But I want you to feel comfortable enough to be relaxed and feel that this is a second home, quote unquote.
Yeah, I agree.
Good, she agrees with me. All right. So, what are your thoughts?
Yeah.
What are the things that are the do's and the don'ts in your house? And as a guest, what do you try to be aware of when you're going to someone else's house? Do you feel uncomfortable going to someone's house for the first time, and has someone told you, "Oh, make yourself at home"? That's the expression that we have in America. Make yourself at home. Even on the first visit, we say that, but we're not saying, kick your feet up and put your feet on my couch and go into all my rooms. We don't mean that. So just like the Iranians insist, hey, eat. No, stay. It's a nicety. But you need to be aware as a guest that I don't want to overstay my welcome.
Yeah.
That's just my thought. Any final thoughts?
No, that's all. Tell us what you think. What do you think about insisting? Do you think it's a good thing? Or do you think it's a bad thing? Or do you think it's overbearing? What do you think? And how do you show your love and appreciation to your guests and also to your hosts? Like, is there something specific that you do to make them feel welcome?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
All right. So put the comments in the comments below. Share this video and let us know what your thoughts are. Stay tuned for another episode of Just My Thoughts. And remember, whatever you do, do it justice.
Bye.
Do it justice. All right. Bye-bye.